All right, Tarot Tuesday coming in, baby. Okay, we're in a bit of a different location today. Nonetheless, the messages will be coming through. So we're going to be doing a little reading. We've got a new moon in Capricorn happening right now. So you might find yourself shifting into a very practical place emotionally, focusing in on your work. And we kind of talked about this in the last video, it being Capricorn season in general. There might be more focus on, again, the practical, grounding yourself, and your work. Same suggestion still is, keep that work balanced, keep that work focused. And new moons are a great time to set new intentions. Full moons are like the peak, right? And they're like illuminating things to us, depending on where it's at. And new moons are about setting the new intention, because it's like there's no moons. Fresh slate for you to make some new intentions. What's up, Sid? Thank you. Oh, again, what's up? We're just getting shuffled up here real quick before we draw some cards and see what's happening for the week. We're going to be using just the Rider-Waite deck and some Angel deck, Angel Guide, Oracle deck. So, and if any of y'all out there have anything that you want to ask specifically, I would love to ask that, but let's just draw a couple cards. I really personally love Capricorn season. It's just something about it, like, brings me very much so back to focus. Like, I have a lot of Cap energy myself, so maybe that's just also why I kind of like relate to it. I feel like also I'm thinking of things to beware of at the new moon that are Capricorn tendencies, and that is, don't become too sullen, don't get down about stuff, don't burn yourself out on the work. I feel like Capricorns can sometimes get a little gloomy, So set that intention to keep your focus on the positive here and keep moving forward. Okay. The nodes of the moon had been sitting in Capricorn and Cancer for quite some time. And now we've shifted into the Gemini, and we've shifted into the Gemini-Sag axis, with Sag being the south node, which means, we're maybe exploring some more of the Sag shadow qualities. Which could be, I feel like I think about it. I'm a Sag cap cusp. And I feel like what always comes to my mind is just like haste, like beware of haste. Fire signs, we have so much energy. And if we don't ground that down and keep that focused, it can bring us to some places, And then North Node being in Gemini, what comes to mind for me is I always think Geminis are all about, the data. They like the information, whether that's about technology or cultures and people. I feel like they are the data collectors, big air sign energy. And so could be some new information coming about. I feel like we are all definitely learning new things. So let's get down into some cards here. All right. Just calling in our angels, our guides, our spirits, our ancestors. Let us know. What do we need to know for this Capricorn new moon and for the week ahead? Oop. All right, we got Ace of Swords first, and I feel like this one, I've actually been pulling this personally a lot, and I really think of Aquarian energy when I think of this. But I feel like what this is saying is the Capricorn new moon might be bringing you some clarity, showing you some of the places where, you know, you can trim the fat, shall we say, or cut the bullshit out. Sorry, my nephew's in the other room. Can't curse too loud here, you know. But we got Ace of Swords, and I feel like there's, you know, it's got all these like laurel wreaths and a crown on it. So I feel like there is like this information that's coming in is leading you towards the success. What else we got happening? All right, we got the Devil, which is actually a Capricorn card. So I feel like this is also saying, again, beware of those, I don't want to say negative, but those shadow qualities of Capricorn, you know, which could be giving your power away to material things. You know, Earth sign energy is very based on the material. So, you know, it's about the balance, right? There's nothing wrong with having things or wanting things, but it's when it's out of balance, it's when we lose sight. And I feel like that's the Ace of Swords too, is like, you know, when we lose that sight, when we lose that clarity, that's when we can more easily be wrapped up into and grabbed into these vices. This card, I think, you know, it's the things that keep you chained. It's the things that rob you of your power. But the thing is, you know, all of us, if you are the one with the chain around your neck, then the chain is actually there very loosely, and taking your power back is a matter of just trimming out that fat and seeing things for what they are and making the necessary changes. And I feel like the thing with swords is that they're war weapons. Them and wands are like weapons of war. So this could be a time of maybe, you know, I don't want to say combative, but let's say resistance or tension may arise as you are trying to remove some of these things that are not serving you. So remove some of that devil energy. And, you know, the devil is actually related to the Hierophant, which is card number 5. The devil is card number 15. So anytime the 5s echo each other. So while the Hierophant is about like spiritual knowledge and spiritual lessons, and I feel like the power that is imbibed through that, the devil is about the other end, the reciprocal energy of that, right? Like the things that take our power away, the things that have power over us. It could be, you know, and actually with these two cards together, you know, I feel like it's relating to the mind. So, you know, the devil could have to do with addictions, it could have to do with vices, but it could also just have to do with those reoccurring thoughts that take your power away. It could have to do with anxiety, depression, you know, mental anguish. So my suggestion would be to make sure you're taking care of your mind, which is going to take care of your body, because your thoughts lead to your feelings and your feelings lead to your actions. So, you know, grounding down, maybe doing some journaling. I mean, I personally just love journaling. I feel like it just gets it out. But, you know, swords are also about communication. So this could just be a good time to speak your mind to somebody who will listen fully. The aces are always also about a potential for something. So while these insights are coming through, it's still up to you to make the decisions about what you're going to do with these new insights that are coming through from this new moon. And I feel like, I don't know, you know, it's like that dark winter night, you know, but the night is darkest before the dawn. So, and that's definitely Aquarian energy. All right, what else we got here? Pull a couple more and then we'll get into these angel cards. And then we can ask specifically what Sid wants to know too. All right, we got the World coming in here. So this is going to be a good time to continue to focus on completing projects maybe throughout the past year that you've started but haven't finished. And it's, again, I feel like I always think as she's holding those wands, kind of like the magician is, and it's like as above, so below. So I feel like this is saying, again, still pay attention to that inner world. What's up, Parker? Come on, say hello.
I got to do my homework.
Come here, come on. This is my nephew Parker, everybody. Say hi, Parker. I'll be right in there, all right, buddy?
I got to do my homework.
Okay, I'll help you in just a sec, all right? Okay. All right, so the world. So, and in the world, they have all of the fixed signs in all four corners, and I feel like this is saying that stay on that goal, stay fixed onto what you're doing. To complete those things, you have to see it through. But success is abound, because again, there's a lot of these like laurel wreaths, and those were all a sign of victory. So you're getting close here, Again, I feel like that darkest before the dawn thing with the devil is definitely coming through. But the world is like success, completion. Huge Capricorn energy, right? Because they're like the boss bitch of the zodiac. They're like the achievers. They are, they make it happen, All right, so let's get one more, and then we'll get into some angel cards here. Whoop. All right, we got lovers. Okay, man, I will say too, like we've got almost all major arcana cards, so it's really looking like a lot of spirit coming through. Some of these things are just really not in our control. It's about us rolling with the punches. But I feel like, again, relating back to the Ace of Swords, and even maybe, there's kind of the duality of in the lovers, it's almost like the same people as the devil. It's just making me think about, actually now it's making me think about like relationships, which the lovers is about, but maybe there's some relationship that's keeping some of us in a certain place. But the lovers is like realizing that through other people, right? Like realizing your own values and realizing that we're all just a reflection of each other, right? Like that the things that like I like in you, or the things that annoy me about you, or the things I don't like, blah, blah, are actually just a reflection about what I do like about myself or not, because we're all just the universe experiencing itself. And I feel like that's definitely what's said through the angel Michael. And I feel like what's coming through to me too is also, you got this Adam and Eve looking image here with the devil too. Just makes me think of like, really during this time you're going to want to be aware of temptation, and especially thinking about what's going on in the world, right? We're like, it's not going to be a good time to just escape, which I don't feel like escapism is a big Capricorn quality anyway, but definitely drawn to earthly pleasures. So I would say beware of that for sure. And with the lovers too, I feel like it's saying that it's going to be a good time to pay attention to your relationships. All right, we got signs and reminders. So I have to still read the card. I'm still really learning this deck, but man, it's really, really pretty with the rainbow there. And the feather. I feel like I do remember this card was saying, like, if you're seeing the same birds all the time or feathers, like these are signs. And actually it's just saying that signs are around us all the time. And the more that we like open our mind and see, and we're open to receive from the spirit that's around us, then the more we see these signs, right? Sorry, let me read the book here, because I feel like it always has like a cool little message in there. So I'd love to share that with y'all. All right, signs and reminders. Angels and loved ones in heaven are sending you signs of their presence. Right, that's what it is. You may be seeing the same number patterns or sequences, finding feathers, seeing the same birds at special times, or even feeling that you're being visited by a loved one or angel in dreams or at some point in your day. These are all messages of support. You are on the right path, and you are being guided to know that you do not walk this path alone. And I feel like definitely that's reflected here with our lovers cards, the devil. Like we're in it together, right? We're all in this world together. And actually, even looking at it from this angle, it's like the two sides, right? Like, I don't know, the beauty and the love of the angel, and then, the temptation, I think is the word that really comes to me, of the devil. But this is all part of the world. Sorry, let me finish reading this here. You are on the right path and you're being guided to know that you do not walk this path alone. In times of need, angels are beside you, blessing your heart with love and healing. And your angels and loved ones in heaven will never leave you. Their love will never die. And again, I do really feel like that's reflected here with our lover's energy, because you have the angel, which is the super conscious. I've heard that also about this card, and I feel like that's always very interesting. Interpretation is like, the id, the super id, and then I may be messing that up, but like the super conscious, which is the one, right, that we all are. So there you have it. There's our cards for our new moon. I hope that resonated with you guys. If you're interested in diving deeper in, we can definitely do that. It's still not terribly too late to get some New Year reading. We can definitely dive in for that. So if you're interested, shoot me a DM and let's get into it. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Have a great week.